accumulations from the round 1 to round 8, 9, wherever we're at. But look, Joseph Diaz is hitting them with every.
And Fonseca does not want to give them an out, even though he said, "I can't breathe." That should just about do it. You know, if he's not saying don't stop.
Robin Hood is an investing app.
He hasn't won a single round. He hasn't won a minute of any rounds.
About what, 6 rounds of not easy rounds to score for Joseph Diaz. Another flurry could do it, either from the referee or from Fonseca's corner.
Yeah, Fonseca is giving the professional effort. He's trying to be a warrior. Eats another hard left hand from Diaz. Diaz goes back to the body, and I would look to someone to stop this very soon, and maybe someone should have done it in that last round. I mean, you look at the punches landed here, 30-4, and those shots are hard. Again, that doesn't measure the intensity, the velocity, the thudding effect, and at a certain point, it's a sport, and Fonseca has no shot. Just has no shot here against a guy who's clearly peaking. Work out. And I know it's scheduled for 12, but it's not really a world championship fight. You know, the saying goes, hey, world title fight, someone might get carried out. But when you're fighting below that level, and you have a guy making his U.S. debut, and he hasn't won, and he's just getting strafed. Stop. End it.
I think one more flurry by Diaz. The referee would have to do what Fonseca's corner won't do, and that's stop the fight.
You know, he's not bleeding, and he's gone down just once. He takes a good shot. There's no question. He takes a good shot to the body and the head.
He's never been stopped, so this will be a big statement for Jojo Diaz if he can get this knockout or the stoppage. Regardless, it's been a great performance on his side from round 1.
Hard shots, and we should be just seconds away. Diaz is heating up. Towels up. They're trying to stop the fight. They throw in the towel. Only the referee can stop the fight. But Kenny Barris doesn't see it. Now he does, and that's it. Thankfully, it ends. They say only the referee can stop the fight. It's just not true. The corner at any point can say, we don't want our guy to continue. Tremendous performance by Jojo Diaz.
Jojo Diaz stopping a man who's never been stopped in a perfect performance to get back to the world title chase.
Fantastic. And Fonseca, a tough guy. Not much he can do against Diaz, who has built his whole life for this point. Wants a championship shot again. That has not worked out for him, but he's the goods. He has the skill, he has the desire, he has turned himself around, turned his life around. He's talked about battling demons. Well, he has won. Comes in with the hair and a beautiful game.
Brian, in my opinion, you don't always need a knockout to get an A+ performance.
I say, what's good with your fam? What's going on with you, man? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing. Hey, listen, man, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in tonight, man. For those of you that are new to the channel, I want you to consider subscribing as we stay knee-deep into this boxing conversation. And for those of you that have been here before, man, y'all know what we about to do, man. It's fight night, man. Canelo Alvarez going up against Daniel Jacobs, champion versus champion. Middleweight supremacy on the line. And you got 3 belts. 3 belts. Walk away with the 3 straps with only one out there for undisputed. That's held by Demetrius and Andre. But what's up with you, man? Trying to get everything in order, making sure everything is copacetic. Having a little trouble here with this. There we go. There we go. There we go, man. Hey, y'all. So Saddam Ali goes down again, man. I think Saddam Ali's done. You know what I'm saying? I think he is done. I just don't know, man. He hasn't looked the same after fighting that beautiful fight against Canelo Alvarez. I mean, not Canelo Alvarez, against Miguel Cotto. You know what I mean? Even though Cotto was Hold up, hold up, hold up. We got fam in the house. We got fam in the house. Nature Peeps, what's good with your little cuz? Al James, what's going on with your fam? The fight is on the zone. Hector Martin, my fam, what's going on with you, man? Yeah, Saddam Ali looked it very good against Canelo. I mean, I keep saying Canelo. That's because Canelo's on my mind tonight, man. Against Miguel Cotto, man. And then, we seen Jaime Munguia mop the ring with him, man. Looked like everything that touched him had him flipping all over the ring, doing backflips. And, Saddam Ali looked it crazy during that fight. I ain't going to lie to you, man. He looked it crazy. But, he came back and, was going to try to resurrect his career, man. But I ain't even like the way he was talking, man. I was watching interviews with him this whole week, you know what I mean? And, people was asking Saddam Ali what's next. And, his energy wasn't there, man. His energy wasn't good. And I think this may be the last we see of Saddam Ali, man. I think he's done. You know what I'm saying? I think he's done, man. But Lamont Roach, man, he had a tough fight on his hands tonight. I mean, he won. You know what I'm saying? He won, but Jonathan Oquendo, the old veteran, 35 years old, coming in with 5 losses. He gave Lamont Roach everything that he was looking for tonight, man. He busted up his nose from round 1. His nose was leaking the whole fight. I mean, the whole fight. You know what I mean? He was hurting him to the body, especially in round 4, man. He buckled him a couple times throughout the fight. But Lamont Roach was able to make an adjustment, and, he was able to finish the fight, man. And he was able to get the victory. Unanimous decision, you know what I'm saying? So now I think that makes him, number 1, I believe, in the WBA rankings. I think that's the WBA. One of those rankings, he's now number 1. So we'll see what's up, man. We'll see what's up. What happened with this? Chat discontinued. LA Corporation, what's good with your fam? Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you tuning in. This is Big Faces Worldwide, man. As you come on in, don't be afraid to hit that like button, man. Also, if you're new to the channel, I want you to consider subscribing. We stay knee deep into this conversation, man. This boxing conversation. We're gonna have a good night, man. We're gonna chop it up. It's always a party when we do these live streams on fight night, man. The chat room is usually lit up, you know what I mean? We have a good time, man, and that's what we're going to do, man. Grown men just enjoying boxing on a Saturday night on the zone. But one thing that bothers me, man, these last couple of days is how much everybody seems to be overlooking Daniel Jacobs. You know what I mean? Everybody seems to be overlooking Daniel Jacobs. Canelo's the favorite, and rightly so. You know what I'm saying? But everybody seems to be completely counting out Daniel Jacobs, man. Even the commentators, like Brian Kenny, for instance, man. Brian Kenny, tonight I'm watching these fights, you know what I mean? And he's talking about all these, what's next for Canelo, all these fights that Canelo, can fight after this fight, talking about Demetrius Andre, talking about Triple G, as if he don't got a fight coming up, as if he don't got to go in there and beat Daniel Jacobs. You know what I mean? These guys are just acting like Daniel Jacobs is going to roll over. You know what I mean? Daniel Jacobs is one of the best fighters at middleweight right now. You know what I'm saying? He is in the top 3 in the middleweight division. And these guys are just acting like Canelo is just, just going to go in there and mop the ring with Daniel Jacobs, man. Canelo's in for a real fight. Believe that. He's in for a real tough fight. Do I expect Canelo to win? Yes. I made prediction videos. I said I got Canelo winning via late stoppage. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. That's my prediction. But I will not be surprised if Daniel Jacobs comes out victorious. You know what I mean? Daniel Jacobs got everything all the tools to win this fight. Daniel Jacobs can punch hard. Daniel Jacobs' boxing IQ is on par with the best of them. You know, Daniel Jacobs' movement is on par with the best of them. In my opinion, I just think that this fight will come down to conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jacobs, well, both fighters actually have stamina issues late in the fight, man. But I think Canelo Alvarez has corrected his, especially coming off the fight with Golovkin, man. The first fight, you could tell in the later rounds that he was definitely gassed, man. He was outwinded. You understand what I'm saying? But, that last fight with Golovkin, those later rounds, Canelo Alvarez turned it up, man. And he showed out. You understand what I'm saying? So it looks like, he corrected his stamina issues, man. CMD Boxing Reports. What's good with your fam? D Jefferson in the house, man. Thank you for joining me, man. Give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose, man.
Those are the top 5 haymakers in baseball. Do you like baseball and not like when old people talk about it? You should watch Change Up on the Zone. Thanks, Adnan. Enjoy the fight.
All right, Jordan, Jake, thanks so much, Bells. Well done. As for Jose Bautista, yeah, he can take a punch. He can also bat flip with the best of them. So for all my fellow Canadians, he does have lots of great memories as well. Beyond getting punched in the face by Ruben Odor. Speaking of getting punched in the face, well, let's get to our boss again.
Excuse me, fam. I was out there cutting grass today, man, and my allergies, man, are just messing with me bad, man. But yeah, man, everybody seems to be overlooking Danny Jacobs like he ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a very, very good fight, a very difficult fight for Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Canelo Alvarez has met a fighter like Danny Jacobs who has the total package. You know what I'm saying? He has met a fighter in Laura who can move around, you know what I'm saying, dance around the ring and has decent power, you know what I'm saying? But he has not met a fighter with Danny Jacobs' size, skill, and power. You know what I mean? He has not met a fighter with all those attributes, man. I think that's gonna give Canelo some problems. Canelo Alvarez is gonna have to make an adjustment. I think he will make the adjustment though. LA Corporation says, what time does it start? Well, we got one fight left, man. Virgil Ortiz is about to fight. He has not made his way to the ring yet, but after this fight, the main event will come on, depending on how long that fight goes. Virgil Ortiz has been knocking everything out, so it may be a short fight. You know what I'm saying? It got the, everything says it's going to be a short fight, but you never know, man. You never know. This is boxing. Anything can happen. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man. The weigh-in was crazy. It was off the hook. Canelo, Canelo was out of character. Danny Jacobs was out of character. You know what I'm saying? These dudes wanted each other. Danny Jacobs come in today overweight. They say he was what? 173.6 or something. So you got to pay 250 stacks. 250 stacks per pound. That's almost a meal out of his purse, man. Now, the reported purse from Golden Boy is 2.5 for Danny Jacobs. But it was, brought to my attention that his DAZN contract is paying him $10 million for the fight. So that's about $12.5 million Danny Jacobs is getting for this fight. Canelo Alvarez, I believe, is getting $30 to $35 million. You understand what I'm saying? So Danny's going to have to give up, close to $1 million of that out of his purse. Now, Eddie Hearn, if you remember, Eddie Hearn was at the final press conference. Eddie Hearn was bragging and talking about that, Danny Jacobs can blow it off. Maybe I'll pay it. Maybe I'll pay it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Daniel Jacobs got with Eddie Hearn and, they talked about it. Maybe they split it. Maybe Eddie Hearn is going to pay it all. You know what I'm saying? But I think Danny Jacobs just basically said, screw you. You know what I'm saying? The IBF does not mandate this. You know what I'm saying? This is something that you guys came up with. You're treating me like I'm a guy off the street, and I earn my place here. I am middleweight champion of the world. I'm not making weight. You know, I'm not making weight. And I feel, you know, if you was going to come in, you know, 3.6 pounds over, you know, he's definitely telling these guys, I don't care. I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Dominator says, wannabe. I'm lost, fam. I'm lost, man. Fill me in to what you're talking about, Dominator. D. Jefferson says, now Jacobs got to pay that money and lose the fight. Wow. LA Corporation says, we hope for the best. No question. D. Jefferson, keep that down, Dominator. Yeah, what is Dominator talking about, fam? Is he out of pocket? I don't know if he out of pocket, man. CMD, Boxing Reports. That's my man. CMD, I don't know how to send you links when I use this application that I'm using, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I ain't sending you no link, man, because you know, for me to have my overlays and everything, I don't know how to send you a link with this application. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, he was, but I got him. Okay, my man. I appreciate you, fam. I don't know what he talking about, but you know, he tripping a little bit. Yeah, Virgil Ortiz is making his way to the ring right now as we speak. This kid got a lot of promise, man. He trains out there with Robert Garcia. You know, Robert Garcia be out there making them champions, man. He be out there putting it down. So he's in the gym. He's around Mikey. You know, he's around Jose Ramirez. You know, he's soaking up all the knowledge of these other champions, all the knowledge of the Garcias. And the kid can punch. He's hungry, you know. Now, I was watching Ellie Setback's video today, man. You know, I don't even want to bring attention to him because he made me so mad. But I'm going, you know, I ain't no hater, so I'm going to bring some attention to him. He had an interview with Terrence Crawford on there. It was almost about to be a real good interview, man. Terrence Crawford was about to drop some real good shit on there. You know what I'm saying? He asked Terrence Crawford about the Earl Spence fight. Will you be fighting Earl Spence? And to my surprise, Terrence Bud Crawford, he said no. He said that Earl Spence talking about this 50-50 talk. You know, and you know, he also said that he don't do what Bob Arum wants him to do. He don't do what Al Heyman wants him to do. He said he wanted to fight Earl Spence because he wanted to fight him. But now Earl Spence talking about this 50-50 talk. You know what I mean? He said he don't think the fight's gonna happen. You know, so instead of this guy diving in with more questions, you know, Terrence Crawford was ready to give it up, man. He was ready to go deep into the conversation. This dude asked him, so do you think you can beat him in chess and basketball? What the I said, what? Man, that shit had me steaming, man. You understand? I unsubscribed from the dude, man. Asking this dude goofy ass question. This dude ready to give you the exclusive of his feelings on the matter, and you, instead of diving in with your next question, or matter of fact, you didn't even need to ask him another question. He was just ready to talk. And you cut him. He cut him off talking, and asked this man, "Do you think you could beat him in basketball and chess and all some other goofy?" Oh man, I was disgusted, man. I'm like, God damn. Let me see what we got here, man. My man talking grip. What's good with your fam? He says, when the fights start, I'm at Disneyland on 9%. Hey, listen, Tank Gain, a grip. Virgil Ortiz is about to fight, and after this fight, the main event will come on. But if you know anything about Virgil Ortiz, you know he gets him out of there very quick. So this could be a quick fight, and then the main event will be on. My man CMD says it's all good, no doubt. Absolutely. Bobby, what's good with you, Bobby? Glad you can join us. He says, good to be here. Not going to be able to watch the fight, so here for the next best thing. New sub. Hey, man, I definitely appreciate you coming through, man. You are definitely welcome in this chat room. Definitely welcome to this channel. I hope that you find this entertaining. Planet Arizona, he says, trying to silence him, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning in. My man CMD, yeah, you seen that interview, man? Yeah, man, that had me hot, man. I unsubscribed from the dude, man. He do that a lot, man. He do that a lot, man. Dudes is ready to give it up, man. Give him good interviews, and he always cut him off and ask him some crazy thing, man. You know what I'm saying? People walk by, you know, hey, come here. I want you to meet Terrence Crawford. Did you meet Terrence Crawford? Terrence Crawford about to tell you what's really good with him and Errol Spence, and you talking about chess, basketball, and introducing them to somebody that he don't even care about. You know, I mean, that dude been around a long time. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of clout. You know, he got a lot of relationships, man. But, you know, he be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He be everywhere, man. But I just think his interviewing skills are not the best, man. Dope Action Salone, what's good with your fam? He says, are you playing the fight behind your head? Nah, fam, that ain't the fight behind my head. LA Corporation says, I hope it's quick fight because I'm dying to see the results of Canelo and JACOBS. You and me both, man. I can't wait. But as soon as it's on, man, I'm turning into commentator mode because I'm gonna try something different tonight, man. I'm gonna score this fight live, round by round on this stream, man. I got this app that allows me to score the fight, so you know, I won't be doing a lot of you know, interactions, you know, with the chat as the fight goes on, man. I'll try to get to it you know, in between rounds, man. But you know what I'm saying, if you want to, you know, do a super chat or something, I'm gonna have to read it. But you know, I'm gonna try to get to your comments, man. But once the main event starts, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be knee deep into that fight, man. I'm gonna score it live round by round, so I may not be able to get to all your comments. But if you want to send a super chat, you know what I mean, I'm gonna have to definitely read your comment, man. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. We got Julian Hernandez, welcome to the chat, fam. Planet Arizona says, bro, JACOBS is hungry. Yeah, he definitely looking hungry, man. Julian Hernandez says, might as well go to sleep and Google the results in the morning. Okay, I can dig it. LA Corporation says, that's dope. Dope Action Salone says, hope someone post a live link. All right. It is round 1, 30 seconds left, man. Virgil Ortiz is teeing off on Herrera, Mauricio Herrera. Herrera looks a little flabby, man. I haven't seen him, you know, his body, you know, he ain't never been no real cut-up dude, but, you know, he looks a little soft around the midsection. For those of you not familiar with Herrera, he's the guy that a lot of people thought Danny Garcia lost to a couple years ago out in Puerto Rico. He is known to give, you know, these fighters a run for their money. He's like a gatekeeper, you know what I'm saying? But Herrera got skills, man. He's not going to lay down, and this is a very good test for Virgil Ortiz, especially at this stage in his career where, where a lot of people thinks that Ortiz is going to be a real hot commodity in this boxing thing. A lot of people think he's going to be in line for a title real soon. So if he beats a guy like Herrera, you know what I mean, that's a good scalp on his resume. And if he's able to even stop Herrera, that's saying a whole lot, man, because Herrera ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? Herrera, like I said, a lot of people thought he beat Danny Garcia a couple years ago in Puerto Rico. You know, I thought he beat Danny Garcia a couple years ago in Puerto Rico. But, you know, they gave a nod to Danny. You know, Herrera has been the B-side, and therefore, sometimes, you know, the B-side, they get the B-side decision. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what's up, man. We'll see what's up. We got Bobby. Bobby, thanks for joining the chat. He says, not real happy about this DAZN app thing right now. I expected low numbers for a while. All right. LA Corporation says be right back. All right, LA Corporations, man. I hope you can come back and join us, man. This fight might be quick, man. But then again, like I said, Herrera ain't no slouch. He's a tough guy. And, you know, we might be in for the long haul, man. But it's not a 12-rounder. It's only a 10-rounder, you know. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. Yeah, man. I'm excited about this fight, man. This is a pay-per-view worthy fight right here. I think it's the biggest fight of the year so far. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez, Danny Jacobs. You know, we don't always see this type of action, man, especially for, you know, next to nothing. You know, the zone has been putting on solid fights. You know what I mean? Solid fights these last couple weeks, man. I'm digging it. I am definitely digging it, man. Ortiz is just timing him. It's coming soon. I agree with you, man. My man Bobby says Jacobs will lose by decision even if he knocks him out. Hey, man, I did a video, man. I'm not totally counting Danny Jacobs out. Let me say that. I'm not totally counting Danny Jacobs out. You know what I mean? Danny Jacobs, you know, he can fight. You know what I mean? And I would not be surprised if he came out on top. But with that said, I'm looking for Canelo to stop Danny Jacobs late in this fight. Danny Jacobs, you know, he gets winded late in the fights, man, and he gets defensively irresponsible late in the fights, man. If you pay attention to Danny Jacobs, you know, I'll say last 3 or 4 fights, you know, late in the fight, you know, his defense is suspect. He gets tired. He gets hit with shots that, you know, he shouldn't get hit with, that he normally wouldn't get hit with, especially early in the fight. You understand what I'm saying? And if Canelo Alvarez is able to take advantage of that, man, I think Canelo Alvarez's punch placement, you know, Canelo got the everything it takes, man, to get Danny out of there, man. So hopefully Danny had a good camp. You know, hopefully you know, his body has rehydrated good, and that, you know, he can pull through in these later rounds, man, because, you know, that last fight with Derevchenko, the fight with Selecki, even the fight with Cuba Arias, I seen Danny Jacobs slow down in the later rounds. You know what I mean? Slowed down in the later rounds, man. And, you know, a champion like Canelo Alvarez, you know, he may be able to take advantage of that, man. So we'll see. You know, I was listening to a lot of guys, you know, even on this commentary, Chris Mannix says that, you know, Danny Jacobs looked at a little sluggish, you know what I mean, after the weigh-in. He looked a little dry and sluggish, man. So I don't know if that weight, if he had trouble making the weight or not, but we'll see. We'll see. What we got? We got something going on in the chat room, man. CMD says, I don't know why people hate on the zone. Me either, man. Oh, man. Ortiz is on his ass. He drops Herrera. Yeah, it's about to go down, man. It's about to go down. Bobby says, both are great fighters, but with Golden Boy involved, all Canelo need to do is survive and get the win. You're absolutely right about that. I ain't even going to argue with that, man. You know, Dope Action Stallone said, I got Canelo too, but by rigged decision. I can dig it. I can dig it, man. But, you know, all in all, what I hope, man, is that we get a real good fight. We get the best fight and the best caliber fights. You know what I'm saying? I hope this be a memorable fight, one that, you know, I may want to watch again tonight. You know, that's one thing good about the zone, man. You ain't got to wait to watch the fights over again. You know what I'm saying? You can watch it as many times as you want, man. And I hope it's that type of fight where when it go off, we can put that joint back on. You understand what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. Virgil Ortiz, this is his 13th fight, man. He looking good. He looking good. He ready to dog Herrera. He ready to get him out of there. Planet Arizona says, I'm from Puerto Rico, but I live in Arizona. Huge boxing fan. My cousin on my father's side is Tito Trinidad. Love that guy. And also my uncle is Wilfredo Benitez. I just subscribed. Keep the good work. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Tito Trinidad, back in the day, man, that was my favorite fighter. You understand what I'm saying? Tito was the real deal. No joke. You know what I mean? He put him to sleep. Oh, he got him out of there. Third round, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And so the main event is coming up real soon, man. Virgil Ortiz just knocked Herrera out in the third round. So main event's coming up. Yeah, but back to Tito Trinidad, man. The best fight that I ever seen in my life was Tito Trinidad and Fernando Vargas. That fight was, man, that fight has so much action in it, man. You know, Tito come out and drop Fernando, man, and, you know, was whooping on him. And then we all thinking that it's about to be over. And then Fernando comes back hungrier than ever, drops Tito, man. It just was a back and forth slugfest, man. Tito Trinidad is still one of my favorite fighters, man. At the time, he was definitely my favorite fighter of all time, man. LA Corporation says dope. No question. That is dope, man. My stream acting up a little bit. It keep freezing, man. I better not do this on the main event. I'm telling you that. I never had no issues with the zone. Never. Herrera has never been stopped, man, and this kid Ortiz stopped him in 3 rounds, got his face all busted up, man. Like I said, everybody got high hopes for Virgil Ortiz, man. They think that, you know what I'm saying, he's the next big thing, man. And, you know, he definitely got skills. He definitely got power. I could definitely see him, you know what I mean, he's going to be champion. You could better believe that. He's definitely going to be champion of the world. This is only his 13th fight, man, but the way these guys are moving nowadays, man, you ain't got to have a whole lot of fights to get a title shot. So, hey, Virgil Ortiz may get a title shot, you know, sometime next year or something, man. He keep going at this rate, knocking everything out. You know what I mean? It may be sooner than that, man. But I'm impressed with Virgil Ortiz. I'm impressed with Robert Garcia's doing out there. In that gym, you know what I mean? They produce nothing but real good fighters. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? D. Jefferson says, just timing and him waiting. Ortiz is another prospect to watch. Absolutely. No question. Yeah, man, he was going down to that body, hit him on that temple. Yeah, man, Herrera's never been stopped, man. Like I said, he's been in there with some real good fighters, man. And, you know, they ain't been able to stop him. Danny Garcia went 12 with him, and I thought he lost. A whole lot of people thought he lost. You know, that was a couple years ago, man. But, hey, I like that shit. Good shit right there. Main event coming, people. Main event coming. This is what we've been waiting on, man. Yes, sir. This is what we've been waiting on. And I tell you what, man, that Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz fight, that's going to be an action-packed fight while it lasts. You know, I do think Anthony Joshua will end up dusting them off, but Ruiz is going to come to fight. Believe that. And they're going to be going back and forth for them first couple rounds until Anthony Joshua, you know, breaks him down. But Ruiz going to come to fight, man. You know, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'll be at that joint, definitely, covering that live. You know, my man D says, mine good. It might be the Wi-Fi, Big Will. Yeah, it might be, fam. I got like 5 different things going on in this room, man. I got my laptop, I got my iPad, you know what I'm saying? I got, yeah, and I got the app on the TV going, you know. Plus no telling what they got going on upstairs. Yeah, you right. It might be the Wi-Fi. But I got the, you know what I mean? I got real high speed, you know what I mean? So hopefully it hold up, you know what I mean? Hopefully it hold up. But what's good with you, fam? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing. Like my man D said, man, don't forget to hit the like button, man, as you stop through, man. I appreciate it. It helps out the channel, man. It helps me get more eyeballs, man. So, you know, hit the like button for me. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing, because we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. We got 24 people in here. We got 22 likes, man. I'm digging that, man. I'm definitely digging that.
And I hope you guys are too. I'm very satisfied with my performance tonight.
Ortiz is all smiles, man. He said he. Let me see if I can turn this up for you.
How were you able to keep him off you throughout these first 3 rounds?
Well, like I said, everyone thinks that I don't have all that experience just because I'm 12 and 0. Well, I'm 13 and 0 now. But you know, people don't realize I work in the gym hard every day. I spar world champions all the time. I'm not the one that goes up to the world champions, hey, can we spar? They come up to me, and that's the difference between me and these other prospects.
We're gonna take a look
Yeah,
at
he
the
talking that shit.
right here on
He
the
talking
screen.
that
Just tell me
shit.
what
Mimi
you saw
Danny, what's good
when
with you,
landed
fam?
that finishing
Fam, where you been at, man? Mimi Danny says, yo, shout out to Big Faces Worldwide. Hey, listen, man, I appreciate you stopping through. I was wondering where Mimi Danny was.
I mean, other than that, I had the fight figured out after the first round.
So basically, Virgil Ortiz saying easy work, man. He's saying easy peasy. Jorge Gonzalez, what's good with your fam? Jorge says, hi, are you good, man? You are cool. Can you shout me out? Shout out to Jorge Gonzalez. Thank you for tuning in to the channel, man. Like I said, if you're not yet subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to tap dance on that like button, man. It helps put eyes on the channel. You know what I mean? I really appreciate it, man. The main event is about to come up. Virgil Ortiz is just dusted off the veteran Herrera. Knocked him out in the 3rd round. He has never been knocked out before. This young kid is, you know, he's definitely, you know, out of all the prospects, you got, these are the hot prospects right now. Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Virgil Ortiz. Who am I missing, man? But them 4 dudes right there, they're all going to be world champion, man. They're all going to be world champion. I love watching all 4 of those dudes fight, man. They all going to be world champion. I'm telling all my friends about your stream. Hey, I appreciate that, Jorge. Appreciate that, family.
His trainer said, I think he should retire, and Mauricio Herrera said, I think so.
Oh, they just said Mauricio Herrera is probably going to retire. They said that his trainer told him that, you know, he thinks he should retire, and he said, I think so. So that may be all that we see of Herrera. He had a very solid career. He's a very solid veteran, man. He got the bad end on some decisions, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey, he had a decent career, man. You know what I mean? No shame in losing to a young, hungry guy like Virgil Ortiz, who's stopping everybody that he comes in contact with, man. You know, like I said, he's out there with Robert Garcia, you know, training with Mikey Garcia, Jose Ramirez, guys like that, man. So he's getting the experience in that he needs, man. You know what I mean? So he's obviously sucking up that knowledge, obviously sucking up them jewels, and it's showing in the ring. You know what I mean? It's showing in the ring, man. He's looking better and better every time. He said, Jorge says, I sound like Randy Orton. Sugar Ray Leonard. Y'all noticed that Sugar Ray Leonard got demoted? You know, Sugar Ray Leonard was on the main commentary team, you know, when the Zone first launched over here. You know what I'm saying? And he got replaced by Chris Mannix, man. Everybody was talking about, even me, man. Sugar Ray Leonard just wasn't doing it, man. He wasn't doing it on the broadcast team, man. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard's my favorite fighter of all time. You know, him and Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker, man. But as far as broadcasting, man, he just wasn't getting it done for me, man. So the Zone, they took notice and they demoted him. They kept him around, but he just ain't calling the fights no more. You know what I mean? But I think, you know, overall, Sergio Moore, Brian Kinney, Chris Mannix, you know, they do a decent job. They do a decent job commentating. You know what I mean? I rocks with them. That PBC commentator crew. Ah man, that shit is dreadful. Lennox Lewis, Goosen, and I forget the other dude's name. Them dudes, man, they put you to sleep. For real, they will put you to sleep. Hope PBC go back to putting them fights on Showtime, man, because them, woo, you know, sometimes the commentators they make the fight sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to these commentators get all hyped up and you hear Mauro Ronaldo getting all sized up saying that them tricky word play that he be talking about, Paulie Malignaggi going on his rants and the knowledge of Al Bernstein and stuff like that. Sometimes that stuff is that boosts the fight up, man. That makes you excited for the fight, makes you dialed into the fight, man. But when you got, I ain't trying to hate on Lennox Lewis and them dudes, man, but they just ain't doing it for me, man. They just ain't doing it for me. They got Triple G over here talking to Chris Mannix. See, they thinking ahead right now. They trying to build up that Triple G Canelo 3. You know what I'm saying? He got Klitschko's old trainer. Are they booing him? The crowd booing him. Let me see if I can let y'all hear what Triple G talking about, man.
You made a significant change since that loss. You changed trainers. You go from Abel Sanchez to that man to your right, Jonathan Banks. Why
Jonathan
did you make
Banks.
that decision?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot. I have a new team. I have a new trainer, a new coach. I think this is big step for me, for my future.
What are you hoping to get out of the training change?
You know, I love boxing. Just I have a lot, and I won't bring.
Appreciate you, Jorge.
Learn again and again.
Jonathan, let me bring you in here real quick.
Levi Perez, welcome to the chat. What's good with your fam?
Champion Vladimir Klitschko, you took on after the passing of Emmanuel Stewart. Is there similarities between
Jonathan Banks? He about to talk.
Well, both of them are very motivated and want to be champions, so that's the similarity.
You watched the last fight against Canelo. What did you think?
I thought both guys fought good.
Jorge Gonzalez, can you say hi to my stream? I don't know what you mean, fam. Can you say hi to my stream?
You want another fight against him. You believe that you won both fights.
Levi Perez says, I think Canelo wins clearly.
Of course I won. I'm ready. I'm staying today.
Look, they looking ahead, man. They talking about September.
This is not a sure thing for Canelo Alvarez. Daniel Jacobs is an elite fighter, someone you've shared the ring with as well.
Hey, I got a partner, man, Lil Rich. Rich look just like Triple G. My man Rich look just like Triple G. He's a black dude, but he look just like Triple G.
For me, this is boxing. This is business. I like who win. I'm ready to win.
Cause I am streaming.
Do you have the same passion and do you feel you have the same skill level that you had a few years back?
No, it doesn't matter. I feel like I'm 1-5 years old.
Thanks, Gennady.
Thank you.
Guys.
What's good, Jorge Gonzalez stream?
Interesting there. Again, the main point there from Chris Mannix.
So
he is signed with DAZN. He now has a new trainer.
So Triple G got Jonathan Banks, man. He got Jonathan Banks, fired Abel Sanchez. Abel Sanchez was salty as I don't know what. He came out immediately, called Triple G greedy, selfish, said that their relationship was over, said he lost a son. The dude Radio Raheem from Seconds Out got like an hour-long interview with Abel Sanchez, man. It's a pretty good interview, man. So if y'all ain't checked that out, man, go over there and check that out. I thought it was very, interesting, man. If you just want to know more about, he didn't go into a whole lot of detail about the financials, but he just went into, how he was feeling about being him and Triple G parting ways. You know what I mean? He talked about Triple G. You could definitely see that he's clearly angry with him. You know what I mean? But I think that he still got a little bit of love for him, man, so he don't want to see him dirty. But he was talking about how, part of him does want to see him fail. Part of him does want to see him lose. You know what I'm saying? He said he's human. You know what I mean? But he don't want to see him get hurt or nothing like that, man. But it was a real good interview, man. It was a real good interview. Yeah, I like Triple G, man. I like Triple G, man. You know, I think Triple G, he comes to fight. You know what I mean? I think he comes to fight. He's a little older now, and he's at the tail end of his career, and he's being a little selective on his opponents. And you know, a lot of people has been giving him a lot of flack for that, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, calling him a ducker, a cherry picker. You know what I'm saying? But if you think back during Triple G's career, Triple G has been an animal for his whole career, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys were running from Triple G for years, dropping titles and just not willing to fight Triple G. You understand what I'm saying? But now he's up in age. You know, people want to, you know, call him out now and fight him. They know he's at the tail end of his career. And Triple G is just not willing to take those high risk, low reward fights now. And a lot of people is taking that as him, you know, a sign of weakness, man. And you know, he's just being selective. You know, Jorge Gonzalez says, knock knock, you should be the TV host on American Ninja Warrior. Hey, I'll take that job, family. I'll take that job. CMD says Sanchez might try to train Clarissa Shields to beat up Triple G now. No bullshit. Jimmy West, what's good with you, fam? He says, I'm pulling for Jacobs. I think it's messed up that Golden Boy made him weigh in again today and then took part of his purse like Canelo needs the money. Yeah, that was kind of crazy, man. You know, I think that had some, they trying to get into his mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing these mind games with him. But you see what Jacob said. He said, he gave him the middle finger. You know what I'm saying? He said, listen, man, I'm a champion. You ain't going to be treating me like I'm no guy off the streets, man. I'm a champion. And if I want to come in over 170, I'm going to come in over 170. And Eddie Hearn at the final press conference, you know, he was saying that he may even take up that bill. You know what I'm saying? So Eddie Hearn might take up that bill. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, Jorge Gonzalez.
That singular focus was Daniel Jacobs. We saw this.
Who's this guy here?
Interaction with his son, which was so touching. What was it like to be with him?
Jacobs is, as they call him, the miracle man. I mean, he just came through so much.
I don't know who this dude is.
So when he gets in that ring tonight, I mean, Canelo's definitely going to hit him with some shots, but he's been hit with his hardest shot as life can do you and come back. So I think
it's about to go down, family. It's about to go down. Don't go nowhere because they about to get busy. They about to get busy. Nah, Jorge, I don't know who they are, fam. Said they are rappers. Okay. I'm a little old school with the rappers, man. There ain't too many rappers nowadays that I'm up on. You know what I mean? I listen to a lot of old school shit, man. But you know, there's a lot of good music out there, man. I just ain't into it like that no more. LA Corporation says you don't have to use caps, my guy. He's screaming at us, ain't he, fam? He's screaming at us. Yeah, it's about to go down, man. Can Jacobs do it? Can Jacobs defy all the odds and beat Canelo Alvarez? I mean, the red carpet's laid out for Canelo. They got his whole career mapped out. Like Danny Jacobs ain't even here. Wouldn't it be something if Danny Jacobs just went in there and messed up all that? Just messed up all their plans. You know what I mean? Just messed them all up. You know, I think Danny Jacobs is coming to fight. I think he's ready to bring it. You know, I just don't think he's going to be able to do it. I just don't think he's going to be able to do it, man. I think Canelo wants it more. You know what I'm saying? I think he wants it more. But he may be overlooking Jacobs, and that ain't going to be good for him. You know what I mean? That ain't going to be good for him. It's all good. It's all good, Jorge. LA Corporation says, well, boxing is corrupt. It is corrupt, man. It's terrible, man. It's terrible that it's... Oh, they got Boo Boo Andre. They talking to Demetrius Andre. I'm going to turn it up, see if y'all can listen to it. His next bout is June 29th versus May 6th Selecki in Rhode Island. I ain't driving all the way up there.
It's definitely going to be great. You know,
selected my opponent. He fought Denny Jacobs.
This is Demetrius Andre talking, people.
This is the guy that's going to get me in the ring with somebody in the likes of Triple G and hopefully the winner out of these two guys here.
James West, he does have the tools, man. He got to let his hands go. You're right. He got to want it. He got to want it. He got to, you know what I mean? He got to have that killer instinct, man. You know, he can't just fight just to get by. He got to go in there and try to take it. If he don't do that, he ain't got no chance to win, in my opinion. All right, Jorge, man. Thanks for stopping through, man. Thanks for stopping through. Planet Arizona says their plans were also messed up when they put Canelo versus Mayweather. Hopefully Jacobs proves them wrong again. Yeah, Mayweather threw that monkey wrench in there, man. And he was able to rebuild. He had some rebuilding to do, but he did it. You know what I mean? I got my stream again. I'm about to tell everybody upstairs to get off the internet. Maybe I'm gonna just turn this off. See, my streaming went out, man. We can't have that. Can't have that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Jorge was something else, CMD. I appreciate him though. You know what I'm saying? He brought a little laughter to the chat. Jorge said he going to bed, man. It is late though. What time is it? 11:30. Hold up, family. This my stream acting up on me, man. We can't have that, can we? LA Corporation says it's 10 o'clock in Texas. Jimmy West says he has to be physical with Canelo, work that body, take the fight to Canelo. I agree. My man Jorge is back. He says, if all the chat put this, I will put these names in my next text. Angel P, what's good with your fam? He says, I hear the zone is blurry. Okay, well, it may not be me. It may not be me because my DAZN is definitely acting up, man. It ain't never did this before. I guess they must got a lot of influx of people watching this one. Mines ain't never did this before. Ever. Yeah, something's going on with them, man. Something's definitely going on with them, man. CMD says, I'm going to try to download it to my TV. Yeah, it's acting up, that's for sure. Main event coming up. But listen, man, for those of you just coming in, welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing. Like I said, if you're new here, think about subscribing because we stay knee deep into this boxing talk, man. The chat is engaging. We are definitely having a good time, man. And the main event's about to come on. And, you know, we just going to kick it, man. We're going to kick it and we're going to see what happens, man. A lot of people got Canelo, you know, but I don't think they should be overlooking this dude, Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs is a guy who has a lot to prove, a guy who's coming to win. And if you think for one instant that, you know, this is just going to be a walk in the park, then, you know, I don't know what the hell you've been watching. Because Danny Jacobs going to put up some resistance, man. He may not have his hand raised in the end, But I think by the end of this fight, Canelo's going to know that he was in a fight. You know what I mean? He's going to know that he was in battle. You know, he's going to have to work for it. He's going to have to earn this victory. You know, and I do think Canelo will win, though. I do think he will win, but, you know, we're going to see. Planet Arizona says Jacobs win, and they'll blame Jacobs for being a few pounds overweight, but Canelo can blame eating contaminated meat for previously testing positive. Boom. Wovo, I don't even know how to pronounce your name, fam, but 40, welcome to the chat. I appreciate you tuning in. He says, damn, I hope they scored a fight fairly. No gift decisions. I agree with you, man. Like I said, I'm going to score the fight live. I'm going to go round by round. And, you know, see if I can try to keep this thing in some type of perspective, man, to get some type of idea of what the judges is doing. But excuse me for 1 second, man. I got my stream is messing up. I gotta make some adjustments.
Alvarez taking on Daniel Jacobs for a close look at both these guys. Canelo, oh so cool and calm and tranquil, and Jacobs, the fighter. Let's take a look at both of their stories.
Todas las peleas son peligrosas, pero un golpe puede cambiar todo. Siempre lo tomo con la misma responsabilidad, con la misma disciplina.
Canelo is the biggest star in boxing. I have to go in there and be masterful. So it's up to me to really play spoiler. Hey, no questions.
Está bien con sus habilidades, lo hace un peleador peligroso, es un peleador muy completo, que sabe manejar sus dos guardias, que tiene experiencia. Para ganar tengo que golpearlo lo más que se pueda.
He's a really great counterpuncher. His speed is tremendous. His IQ is at an all-time high. I mean, he's been growing in his past fights. He's been getting better. So I look forward to best Canelo possible, but I also look forward to being golden that night.
Pues son peleas muy competitivas, ¿no? Pero que en este nivel tengo que adaptarme a lo que sea. Para eso estamos preparándonos, ¿no? Ya de tantos campamentos, de tantas peleas grandes, creo que eso me da la tranquilidad.
Floyd gave the blueprint to truly how to outbox Canelo. I need to be smart, to be aggressive, and I'm a bigger guy. So if I can implement the same blueprint, but put the power behind it, yeah.
Y pues yo sí siento como con ganas de estar arriba del cuadrilátero, ¿no? La adrenalina, obviamente. Y es un instinto que tengo ya, y es parte de mí.
And people say it's really going to take a miracle for me to beat Canelo. Knowing everything that I've been through in my life, knowing where I come from, knowing I never had a
All right, fam.
I know that this moment
Back on. We back on now. You know, we back on. They doing.
Never been knocked down. What's the key for Canelo Alvarez to win? Canelo is a chess player. Canelo's the favorite. He said with all these Mexicans.
Hey, what's the odds to this fight? I don't know if we got any odds to it yet. Anybody see the odds? Dope Action Stallone says ESPN boxing is on. Yeah, I forgot about that. My man 40 says, I think the only way possible for Danny to win is by KO. Work the body of Canelo early and often. Due to Canelo's stamina issues, this would be beneficial to Danny, Hopkins, De La Hoya. Hey, listen, man. I said it in my pre-fight video, but I said that I think Canelo has corrected his. If you look at the last fight with Triple G, the first fight, look at the first fight. You could definitely see in those last rounds, Canelo was dead tired, exhausted, just barely making it through. But that second fight, in them later rounds, man, Canelo turned it up in them later rounds. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I think that he corrected his. But in Danny Jacobs' last couple fights, they all went the distance. If you look at Cuba Arias, he got tired in that fight. You look at Masik Selecki, he got tired in that fight. You look at Sergey Derevchenko, he got tired in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So if I think this fight gonna come down to conditioning, man. I think Canelo Alvarez, because of Daniel Jacobs' lack of conditioning, because of how he gets defensively irresponsible in the later rounds, I think Canelo. That fam, I appreciate that. Planet Arizona says Jacob needs to fight him like he did Quillen. Exactly. And if he does that, man, Canelo ain't gonna be ready for that. That would catch Canelo off guard. I agree with you, family. I agree with you, man. That'll be something that I think he can capitalize on, man. Definitely think that'll be something he can capitalize on. Yeah, I think they're about to make their way to the ring, man. I think they're about to do it.
He said, for me, I think Jacobs won. He thinks Jacobs the better fighter than Tripper G, especially at a technical level.
We're going to see.
We're about to tango. Now let's tango with Sergio Mora, Chris Mannix, and the man calling the fight, Brian.
Everybody in their seats. Everybody there, man. I think it's about to go down. I think it's about to go down. My man Jimmy West says, why are they taking so long to start the fight? I don't know, man. Maybe they ain't ready in the back. That's the only thing I could think of, man. My man 40 says, Canelo has an iron chin. It will be difficult to stop him from a headshot. He definitely has an iron chin. But I have seen Canelo buzz before. I've definitely seen him buzz before. You know, yeah, I definitely seen him buzz. You know. I might have to try something different, chat. I might have to try something different. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Excuse me for 1 second. Here you go, Brian Kenny hating. Excuse me 1 second, Chad. I'm trying to get this thing together, man. I'm trying to get it together because this ain't looking too good right now. Give me 1 second, chat. We having little technical difficulties. I'll be right with you soon as the fight about to start. Give me 1 second.
Jacobs also has the reach advantage. It is time for the main event. We go to the ring and Michael Buffer.
Michael Buffer about to y'all tuning in. Hopefully it doesn't cut off on me, man. This internet is cutting up crazy. I don't know if it's the Zone app itself or if it's my internet.
Al grito de guerra, el acero apresado y el bridón, y retiembla en sus centros la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón. Y retiembla en sus centros la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón.
What's good with your fam? Give me 1 second.
And now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we honor America with the national anthem to be performed by Lisa Marie Smith.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
This is crazy. This is definitely crazy.
ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
I don't know, fam. We gonna rock out, man. We gonna rock out until we can't rock out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna rock out till we can't rock out. National anthem going down, baby. Y'all know what